We're live.
And we're live. Yay. So Becky said she posted, what did you post about this Facebook Live? Show up?
Yes, show up and find out what the topic is.
Show up and find out what the topic is. So the topic actually is show up. So my question is, what are the things that you're avoiding in your life that if you stopped avoiding them and were just willing to show up and be present with them, not having to have an answer, not having to have a solution, not having to fix anything, but rather than taking your energy out of something because you've decided it's greater than you, you were willing to just show up and be with it, whatever it is. So, and what, like every place that you're avoiding something, how many lies are you believing about you? And how small are you making you in comparison to whatever that thing is? So if you were to take a minute and go, what are the things, like my phone rings and it's a particular person and I'm like, nope, not doing that. And sometimes there's a not doing that of, okay, that person's choosing trauma drama. I'm not going there. I'm not talking about that. But anytime you notice that there's a meeting or a person calls you or doing your taxes, or what are the things that you do more of a shutdown, pull your energy out and avoid it rather than go, oh, hi, whatever the thing is, person is, situation is, and just showing up and being with it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And how, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I just, and I know this is called Undefining You, like your definitions of what that already, you already have a definition of what that already is. And if you show up in those definitions, that limitation, that's the only way you can show up.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and so everything you avoid, how many definitions do you have of that thing? And then how many definitions do you have about you in relationship to that thing that keep you in avoidance rather than presence? So if you let go of your definitions of all of those things, you undefined whatever it is. Let's just use taxes, for example, because I was avoiding my taxes. I didn't want to do them. And but how many definitions do I have of taxes? Pain in the ass. I have to, all the math. I don't like doing all the math. I don't like all the receipts. I go all the definitions. And when I actually knew I actually need to do this, and what if I stopped avoiding and went, if I didn't have all these definitions of it, what if there could actually be joy in taxes? And it was a whole different thing. Or how many definitions did I have of me in relation to taxes? I don't like doing the math. I suck at the numbers. Blah, blah. But all of those definitions were creating the avoidance of a thing that when I let go of the definitions of the thing and the definitions of me in relation to the thing, and just went, hi, I'm here. I'm going to show up and I'm going to be here with this and I'm going to take the action required. It actually was very simple, very fun, and it's done. So, yeah. And how much energy was I using against me because I was investing it in all of my definitions about the taxes and me in relation to the taxes versus, I can show up, be with it, get it done. Next. Now there's all this energy that was going into this thing to keep this thing that I'm avoiding over here, that if I don't have to keep it over here, I have all this energy to go create with. So,
and that's even creating beyond right and wrong.
It is. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love this.
Me too.
Because like every place that I'm avoiding things, like now is like ping, ping. So I wonder, how many people watching this, like, do you have that one thing that you're like, oh, I don't want to do it. I have one thing right now too, that I just am like, I've been avoiding it. And even like when I wake up in the morning, it's like, hello.
It's right there. Yeah.
I go to bed at night and it's like, you forgot me during the day, but remember me. And I'm like, oh.
It's like the annoying kid that you're just like, could you just stop? Could you just stop? Could you just stop? But they just keep doing the thing. But when you actually be present with the kid, even for a second, how much with my kids, I say this all the time. And when I'm trying to stop, I got stuff to do, stop. And they're just like, rah, 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 rah. And then when you just go, all right, I'm going to be with you. Okay, done. And they're off doing their next thing. So how many of those things we're avoiding, they're just asking for you to show up and be with them. without any definition or conclusion. Yeah. And if you do be that, what might you discover about it? That's actually, what might you discover about you? And what might you discover about that thing that it isn't actually what you've decided and defined it as? Yeah.
And you know what I also get, like wow, there's something about what you said, and I love just showing up for these and getting and speaking to this energy, because like, what if I could do that with everything, like in every 10 seconds?
Yes.
Like, not just the things that I'm avoiding, but I get that that's like truly creating possibilities, or, you know, creating with possibilities from possibilities.
Yes, the showing up. And I love that you said that. Showing up every 10 seconds, showing up every 10 seconds, being present every 10 seconds. And noticing when you don't, and not to go into like an analytical, why did I check out just then? Not that, but oh, wow, I checked out. So how many lies am I believing right now? What inventions am I creating right now that aren't real? And if I wasn't, then how much more present could I be? So just 10 seconds. Choose 10 seconds. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Those actually 2 words, I'm here, with the energy behind those words of actually being here with whatever is and with whom ever is in front of you. Our presence is actually the thing that can change anything and create possibilities greater than we've ever imagined. But how much of every day do we not show up? We hide, or we are kind of off to the side, or we're not actually fully here. And it's not about making us wrong ever, but going, oh, wow, sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. What would it take to choose more of being present, showing up?
Well, even like with all of these, and like my target is like creating more ease, more joy, and more glory.
Yeah.
You know, like because there actually is always more.
There's always more.
Like you're like, wow, like I'm so happy and like I'm so whatever, but there actually is always more.
Yeah.
And there's something that you always say, and I love to bring this up because it always, you know, like I try to remember to ask myself this, like what do I truly desire?
Yeah.
And then if you have that with just the, you know, the showing up, not avoiding, it's magic.
Yeah. Well, I did a call last week called Anomaly, and that was one of the things I started off asking people. Okay, so if you could have anything out of the next 60 minutes, what would it be? And that 10 seconds is over. If you could have anything out of the next 60 minutes, what would it be? That 10 seconds is over. If you could have anything out of the next 60 minutes, what would it be? Getting to looking at how we ask, and then we stop asking as if we're afraid to ask for more, or afraid to ask for too much, or all of that, rather than getting, oh, the moment I ask and I'm willing to receive, it's already done. Even if I don't yet see it, the moment I ask and I'm willing to receive, it's done. So literally, I could be asking for something new every 10 seconds. But what does that bring up for some of us? Like, oh, man, I asked for a second cookie and I got, you know, yelled at as a kid. Because why can't you just be grateful? Why can't you just, like, you know, be thankful for what you've got? As if asking for more means I'm not grateful. Yeah. Is that actually true? What if you could be entirely grateful and be asking for something every 10 seconds?
Yeah. Like my mom used to sing to me the Rolling Stones song. Can't always get what you want. and I would be like,
I can. Oh. But, so, because did you know it was a lie?
Yeah. I was mad, you know, and
wow. Being lied to.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at Sue said something. Let's see what she said. Hi, Sue. Her target
my target is oodles of fun with everything. Anomaly call rocked. I got so much clarity this week with my anomaly body. Haha. Yay!
Yeah. Like, see, even what you're talking about actually includes everything too. Like, what are you avoiding with your body, your business?
Yes. And if
your family.
Yes. Your family, your job, your, you know, yourself. Judgments you have of you that you would like to not have of you, but rather than being present with them, you just avoid them and just let them continue to run.
Yeah, well, it was interesting because like what comes up to like when you say, choose in 10 seconds and like Marnie, you just gave an example of like, what that looked like,
Right.
The right and wrong, like, oh, like, wow, this is a big decision. Like I'm creating and whatever I say is, creating. So like it has to be right or I don't want to be wrong. And all of that.
Yeah. Yeah. So how many things do we avoid because we want to get it right and we don't want to get it wrong and we're afraid of getting it wrong and not getting it right. So we just avoid it.
And hence the avoidance trap.
The avoidance trap, which is coming up July 29th. Yeah.
That
something like
sounds
that.
Right.
It'll be posted everywhere.
We'll put the link in here.
So thank you, Becky, and thanks for listening. And maybe it would be fun to play with what am I avoiding that if I would just choose to show up and be present with could totally change all the things with ease, even.
With ease.
And joy, even. Imagine.
Undefining You.
Undefining You. Yeah.
Yeah. So how can they find that, Marnie? Where can they go?
They can go to undefiningyou.com. They can go to marniebarranco.com.
Yes. Awesome. All right. Yay. Thank you, Marnie.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.